This is damn good. So, I have a fear, and that fear has manifested itself very recently. We have not gotten any Infamous news for 2 years. No teasers, no trailers, no articles, no leaks, nothing at all. And after playing Uncharted 4, I realized that Naughty Dog was done with Uncharted. I knew that before I played the game, but when I finished the game, it kind of came to the forefront of my mind. And I got to thinking about who is going to make the spin-offs or the sequels, because obviously Sony isn't going to let their highest grossing franchise just wither away and disappear for a while. They're going to want to keep it fresh and keep people playing their console and their games. And it just dawned on me, what if the reason we haven't heard any Infamous news is because Sucker Punch is the new studio who's going to develop the Uncharted games?
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Oh my god. I do not want Sucker Punch to make the Uncharted games for one of two reasons. First reason being, they completely screwed up Infamous. Second Son was terrible, and I know I never made a review of that game. A lot of you were disappointed because I hyped it all up and then never made a review. Well, I'm sure by now you know what my thoughts are. I think the game sucks. And if you want a detailed review, go ahead, leave it in the comments. I'll be glad to make a video about it sometime later. But, I mean, they screwed up their own franchise, okay? So for number one, I would like them to keep making Infamous even though they completely messed up the series. And number two, I really don't want them to screw up Uncharted. It is such a perfect franchise. The games are amazing. They got better with each release, and Uncharted 4 left on a very, very, very good note. Do not fuck it up, Sony. Sony, if you make Sucker Punch, the new developer of Uncharted, you are going to have a lot of angry Uncharted fans at your doorstep who are going to tear you apart with pitchforks and torches. And you're also going to have a lot of angry Infamous fans who want a sequel to Infamous and won't get one because you forced Sucker Punch to make a different franchise. That is literally like 50-50 of your player base right now. Do you really want to take those chances? Personally, I would like to see Naughty Dog work on a different IP for a while. Take a break from Uncharted, work on a new game, maybe do some more of The Last of Us. Personally, I would like to see Naughty Dog make a James Bond game. I love James Bond, and it would be awesome to see a studio such as Naughty Dog bring him to life in video game form, because his other video games, let's be honest, haven't been that good. And then they can come back to Uncharted in, let's say, 10 years. That way, they can make a game about Cassie when she's grown up, and it would make sense because she's had 10 years to grow up over the time gap that there hasn't been any games. I think that would be a very good game plan for them, and I'd love to see them come back to Uncharted later, but for the love of God, do not make Sucker Punch the new Uncharted developer. Just don't. Don't do it. It's a mistake.